Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniature. It is my favorite day of the week. It is Monday, which may be surprising, but it is time for our weekly painting progress. That's why it's my favorite day. It has nothing to do with having to go to work, because absolutely I'd rather be at home painting or doing something fun and productive with my time instead of going to work. But anyways, I digress. So let's start off with getting the usual done as I slowly but surely work my way through the Indomitus Necron half of the box. We got our weird Harvester, Flesh Reaper, whatever. I don't remember what they're called anymore. Wow, my mind just totally went blank. I don't know what these are. Grim Reapers? I don't know. They are Necron guys with scythe arms. And then another random Necron warrior with his eyeball socket destroyed. Okay, so at least something got painted, but we do have a few other models besides that that may or may not be of interest to you. I don't care. They are of interest to me. So I finally got around to trying out painting one of the Avatara from Conquest. Ooh, let's see if I can get a better view of him there. Because we don't even know these things' genders. They are androgynous to a point. I'm not super happy with my paint job. I played around with the contrast just because that's what I've painted most of my Spire stuff with so far. I do like the white face with the empty soulless eyes. Otherwise, this one didn't have a whole lot of bling. And I think that's why I painted this one first, just to kind of get an idea of where I wanted to go with these, so that the fancier ones could, in fact, you know, show off a little bit more. But at least that's one down. And then, in addition to that, to kind of go along the same route, I got these two Ossiarch Bonereaper Hero Mage units done, whose names I can't remember. I'll be honest, these have been some of the longest standing models that have been waiting to get finished on my table. I bought them the day of release, which, was that last spring or something? I don't even know. I bought them a while ago, and I finally just sucked it up and tried to finish them. They were pretty much done. Sort of, kind of, but not really. And I feel like they're good enough at this point. I just wanted them finished. I'm sure I could have done a better job. I'm sure I could have put a lot more detail into them, but they're done. So there is that to say for them, and they can finally join their ranks. And I did try to have most of my Spire stuff at the time of release end up matching up with my Conquest. I mean, they are Conquest, with the Bonereapers as well. They all have that weird kind of undead construct thing going on, so they share a lot of similarities in terms of colors. And then, continuing on that undead road, finally went ahead and got this Executioner guy finished up to a degree that I am satisfied with. Is he the best paint job? No! Is he done, though, finally? Yes! I think he was in almost a tie with the two Bonereaper guys for longest running model left unfinished. So finally I got those bootstraps and finished him up. I don't think he's on the right size base. I think he's supposed to be on the small. I don't even know what they're called now. I knew at one point, not now. And let's see, what other actual physical models did we finish this week? A guy from the Rogue Trader game with a very plain and simple paint job, but I just wanted to see how they turn out. I wasn't trying to paint them as neat or as nice as the actual samples that GW has on the box, but I did want to get started on them. I really like these guys. I don't even have a lot of Nurgle stuff anymore, but I do really like those. And then I painted up two oldhammer style Chaos Warriors from Nightmare Miniatures. I believe these were actually sculpted by Tim Prow. I really like this guy. I think he came out pretty nice too. I'm pretty happy with the results. This is one of those times where I think a extra judicious use of Agrax Earthshade actually really helped make the colors pop and seem more distinct. You can kind of see where I painted the eyes. I tried to get the eyes done, but yeah. Just a well-sculpted model overall. I think it's those shoulder pads that really help give that old hammer vibe. And then his bestie over here. Let's see if I can brighten it up a little bit. So her armor, I'm not sure if she's actually supposed to be topless or if that's molded on. I went ahead and assumed it's molded on because it would look weird otherwise. But it's not like she doesn't already have hairy goat legs or a severed head or horns on her head. So, you know, who am I to judge, right? But I just went ahead and painted it up like armor. I thought it would look strange. I like her too, though. She came out good. Even though they're all out of focus here. There we go. Alright. Let's set all the fragile ones with all the little fiddly parts I want to break. Back out of the way. And then we did print up and paint up a few more models. This guy was from Titanforge's Spellblades, and I want to say they actually had him included as one of the models from their Bloodlines Kickstarter. Really nice looking. I think he's supposed to be a shape changer, but druid type. That eye is way too big. I don't care. Look at that emo haircut. But overall, just a simple, solid model, and I got way too much Agrax on that. I'm going to have to go back and clean that. I don't like it. It bugs me. And then, one of the very first, like the first week I had my stupid photon that doesn't work still, and they're still hassling me about that. This is a Comet Lord model. You can look at this terrible, terrible job of trying to get him off of the supports. But I figure he's done. I don't know what he's supposed to be. I want to say he was like one of the dudes in the retinue of a vampire king or something, so he probably should have some darker colors than that, but it is what it is. I wanted to have him finished. I figured it didn't turn out all that great, but rather than waste it, let's just go ahead, get him painted, find him a home. And then probably my favorite model this week was another one I printed up. This one is from Cobra Mode, one of their Salamander Ninja guys, and I didn't do the best job painting it. This was my trial run, but let's see if I can get that focused. I wanted to paint him up like Ryu, and you can see my horrible kanji skills there, so I went ahead and actually did that with a brush. My wife's like, oh, you can do better than that. Why don't you do it the hard way? So I did try to actually write the more complex form for Dragon, but it didn't turn out well. I tried, though. I'm probably going to go back and fix him up. I did smear some stuff on the base there that needs to be fixed. I'm not 100% sure if I did a good job of printing it. I don't know if those striations are there intentionally or not. And I do want to lighten this up. It came out a little bit darker than I had hoped, at least his jacket there. So yeah, the reds and the white, whoa! The white need to be cleaned up a bit. Otherwise, it's just a fun little model, and I am definitely, now that I have an idea of how I want to paint them, I like the skin tone. I think I used a straight black and then two different browns, just dry brushed on top. I have no idea what color a salamander tongue is. Purple seemed logical. And finally, last but certainly not least, it's not a week around here that I don't have yet another Kingdom Death model finished up. This is the Death Eye Visionary. Something is off about her face, and I don't know what. It seems like it's too flat or something. I can't tell. But I did get her painted. And she was super delicate and is going in every direction possible, but I think I got everything in the end. The eyes aren't the greatest, the face isn't the greatest, but then again, if you want to see awesome painted Kingdom Death models you should be looking like on Instagram or somewhere, because it ain't going to be here. You will see them painted, though. I will say that. To my credit, I have continued to paint them, and I will continue to do so. And as soon as Mr. Poots sends me those male pinups, oh yes, you are all being subjected to those. So yeah. Hopefully we will have a decent turnout next week as well. Hopefully you all are having plenty of stuff getting painted as well. I know I had a very busy week with virtual in-services, back-to-school nights, and just the usual drama that comes with a workplace environment, and megalomaniacal bosses that are too big for their britches, but that's beside the point. We're not going to get into that. We're going to talk painting. So, hopefully everybody out there is staying safe as well, and I shall bid you all a fond farewell for the moment, and see you back here hopefully soon with plenty more interesting obscurities in miniature. This has been High Lord Tamerlane, and I am saying my goodbyes now. See y'all later. Bye-bye.